Hello YouTube, Reservoir Warrior here with a Weis Schwarz deck profile that I should have done. Well, let's see, this Weis deck should have been done weeks ago. I should have uploaded it when I originally did it, but that's alright. This is a Bang Dream deck with using 3 of the trial decks. Set came out, I believe, 2 weeks ago from when this video was uploaded, so I did buy a box and the remaining 9 packs from the display box that was at the comic store. They don't have any more boxes, unfortunately, and when I bought the 9 packs, I knew someone already pulled the sign, but they were double rares, I wanted anyway. And thanks to that, actually, I'm using a card I didn't think I would use. It stinks how there really aren't that many good K cards for my deck that I want to build. But I do. You guys are actually going to get another deck profile tomorrow, and that's going to be with the cards from the actual set. Because from the trial deck here, I only use 2 copies of 2 cards. So, without further ado, let's get started. Oops. I know what's going to happen. Yeah, these fireman sleeves they're slippery, and I don't have need to get over sleeves for these. But this is your 3/5/0/0 cannot side attack. I believe this is your brainstormer. Yep. What's cool is she has an effect: put a climax from your hand into your waiting room, choose a character in your waiting room, and return it to your hand. Pay 1. And then she has a brainstorm, pay 1, rest this card. Reveal the 4 cards from the top of your deck, put them in your waiting room. For each climax revealed, draw up to 1 card. So with brainstorms, you're either going to draw up to 1 card or search. Then we have 4 Starbead Remy. At the beginning of your opponent's attack phase, you may move this card to an open position of your center stage. So she's basically your runner. Rider, I forget which one they call it. And then the last level zeros, I run 2 Starbead Tay in my deck. Pay 1, put this card into your clock. When this card becomes reversed in battle, you may pay the cost. If you do, look up to 2 cards from the top of your deck. Choose up to 1 card from among them, put it in your hand, and put the rest into your waiting room. Not a bad card to run at 3, but I think 2 is fine for my deck. And then this, in my opinion, is a 4 of in any Bang Dream deck. That's Poppin' Party Saya. She's your Global 500. And then we have like the stamped one here. And then this ability activates up to 1 time per turn. When you use an act, choose one of your characters, and that character gets plus 500. So that's it for level zeros. This one's going to be a little quicker than my normal deck profiles. Honestly, I've only playtested this a couple times. But it's nothing special, honestly, just trial deck. 1/5 backup. You just put this card from your hand into waiting room. And then Tay shows no interest. If another card named Self-Introduction Kasumi is in your backstage, this card gets plus 2,000. I don't run Kasumi cards in my deck, so I don't use this card. Otherwise, I would. And I do like how it has hand encore. That's always nice. Then we have Poppin' Party Remy. When this card becomes reversed, she's a level 1 reverser. So basically, when she becomes reversed, for battle opponent is level 1 or lower, you may also reverse that character. And then this Kasumi is a fun one. When this card's battle opponent becomes reversed, if a card name lets Poppin' Parties in your climax area, you may choose a character in your waiting room and return it to your hand. So if you reverse a character with the climax, you get a card back. It's always nice. For level 2s, you have Poppin' Party Orisa. With the trial decks, you do want to run all the Poppin' Party cards, so we'll get to that. Her assist is all characters in front of this card get plus X power. X is equal to 500 multiplied by that character's level. And then you can rest this card, choose one of your characters, and give it plus 1,000. I'm not too big on those types of assists. They're not bad, but they're not the greatest. But I mean, if it's your only option, then yeah, go for it. Starbeat Cosme, this ability activates up to 2 times per turn. When another one of your music characters is placed on stage from your hand, you may put the top card of your deck into your waiting room. If that card is a music character, this card gets plus 3,000 power. It's alright, nothing big, nothing crazy. Actually, we'll get to that last, the event level 3. So, Poppin' Party Cosme, during your turn, if the number of other music characters you have is 4 or more, this card gets plus 5,000 power. Oh, wow. I totally forgot to read that carefully. On the following ability, during this card's battle, your opponent cannot play event cards and backup from hand. You know, this makes me want to run copies of this in my actual deck, but I don't know. We'll see. That is nice, though. I like how it gets 5,000 if you have pretty much a full field. And then when this card is placed on stage from your hand, you reveal the top card of your deck. If that is a music character, you may deal 1 damage to your opponent. And obviously, the damage may be cancelled, and then the revealed card goes back to your hand. And then the level 3 Tay from the trial deck. I run 2 of these in my deck. Sorry for the glare, guys. The sun decided to pop out. But, yeah, this Tay is the one... Or no, the level 3 Tay from the actual set is the sign someone pulled. Before I got there, they did a 2-pack Weis, and he was able to pull that. Kind of bummed, but it's alright. She's my... I don't know, I'm always tied between her and Saya as my favorite from Bang Dream. But anyway, her card effect is when this card is placed on stage from your hand, you may put the top card of your clock into your waiting room. And then when a climax is put on your climax area, this card gets plus 1,500 power. So not the greatest in terms of a level 3. But if you want to bring out a level 3 and you need a level 3, you want to do a lot of damage to your opponent, I would suggest putting her on the left or right side of your center stage. But she will not be your main level 3. And then finally the event, which is kind of like Exodia, my favorite item. You could put up to 5 cards with the same name as this card in your deck. If you could get this effect off, bravo, by the way. Choose one of your characters, and that character gets the following ability until end of turn. When this card attacks... Obviously, not this card, though, the one you choose. If you have cards named Poppin' Party Cosme, Poppin' Party Tay, Poppin' Party Rimi, Poppin' Party Saya, and Poppin' Party Arisa, deal 5 damage to your opponent, and this card gets plus 5,000 power until end of turn. And obviously, the damage could be cancelled. We say it's like Exodia because you need 5... Specifically, those 5 cards on the field. And, you know, obviously there's a chance of canceling. But the plus 5,000 is nice. But that is if you get it off. Personally, I would just hoping there's a uncool step. I wish every set had an uncool step type of card. But obviously not. I know Nisekoi does, and the first Love Life set did. Coincidentally, both are red, which means I can't run it in my Nisekoi deck, sadly, but that's okay. Anyway, climax is simple. 4, let's Poppin' Party. I just feel like saying poopin'. You guys are waiting for that, weren't you? Anyway, 1k, 1 soul, and then when it triggers, you can choose a character in your waiting room and return it to hand. And then we have Starbeat. All your characters get plus 1,000 plus 1 soul, and then when this card triggers, you may draw a card. So that is pretty much it for this deck profile. Yeah, I got that under 10 minutes. Awesome. But I mean, it's not like the greatest trial deck out there. It's not like the Attack on Titan trial deck where you can actually make a decent deck out of it. But still, the set made it more fun. I hope we get... I don't think we'll get another set in the future, but I hope to find more boxes and open them up for you guys. Actually, I am definitely going to order one online since comic stores near me do not have them. As I did buy the last one at my local comic store that I'm going to tonight for a tournament, and I am going to be using my Bang Dream deck, so that'll be fun. But anyway, that's going to do it. Thank you all for watching, and stay tuned tomorrow for the better version of this deck, I guess you could say. Although mine's like really fun, not the most competitive, but you know, I made it from one deck, and I meant from one box, and packs. Anyway, bye for now.